This is a serious message to everybody watching my
podcast. Hey everybody, it's Harry, one of the two hosts of the Big Cat Comedy Podcast. So my audio got corrupted. So for the first 15 minutes of the podcast, it sounds like I'm in a different room. And so if you don't want to listen to that, skip to 15 minutes in and then I get my microphone situated. But just so you know, it's not like that the whole podcast. If it was, we would have done something different than what we did. Okay. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show.
I'm warning you with peace and love.
You want to see all the tabs I have open?
Yeah.
So I got our article, our National Day calendar, my email, and then a Duluth Trading Company underwear sale.
Oh, nice.
I bought some Armachillo boxers.
What does that mean?
They have jade, microscopic jade in the underwear.
Okay.
And apparently it's cooling. So maybe help with swamp ass this summer. This summer swamp air.
I haven't checked the Big Cat Comedy email in a very long time.
Oh.
My business email.
Yeah.
Oh. Got one email.
From
Google.
what do they want?
Help strengthen the security of your Google account. I'm okay. I'm really
If
alright.
that email got hacked, we'd be devastated.
It'd be the end of the world. I'd be pissed. Welcome back to Big Cat Comedy, a serious podcast.
A very serious podcast.
I'm Gary James Miller.
And I'm Neil Van Cleet, IBS Warrior.
How was your week, Neil?
How was it? It was pretty good. I don't think I did a whole lot.
Yeah. We did something.
We did do something.
We saw The Play That Goes Wrong.
Off Broadway.
It was great. So funny.
So fun.
I had seen it before off Broadway, before the pandemic, but back when I was in college.
Ooh.
I think I was a teenager when I saw it the last
Oh
time.
my God.
I mean, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. I think I was also a teenager when I saw it.
And you're even older than I am.
And I am. But I saw it on Broadway.
Oh, okay.
But I liked it more off Broadway.
I think off Broadway.
The perfect setting.
For it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's such a fun, extremely British show.
It's so just like tightly written.
Oh yeah, and same with the acting. The act, like, you cannot really improvise with that show a whole lot because of the way it's designed.
Yeah.
So I think it is cleverly written. I think the actors also have to be very intelligent and clever to do all of it.
Yeah.
There is a little leeway to play, but like, not just.
There's just so many, like, everything is either a setup or a payoff.
Yes.
Not a single moment on stage is like or just like a throwaway joke or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
It is very. Anybody that has a chance to see it, do
It's
it.
good.
It is really good.
I'll say it.
Yeah, one of the best live comedy experiences you can go see.
Yeah.
It really is so much fun.
Did you see any movies this week?
I watched nearly an hour and a half of Obi-Wan Kenobi, so that's kind of a movie.
As did I.
And I enjoy it so far.
I thought it was okay. I think the plot's a little contrived, but
I'm a big Star Wars fan, though.
yeah, I am too. I just, when Princess Leia is in danger, I go, she's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I was not concerned for her, but I'm excited to see where the rest of the story goes. Mostly because we're gonna get to see Hayden Christensen back as Darth Vader,
It'll be fun.
and it'll maybe add some new meaning to their little duel in Episode 4.
Maybe.
Could be exciting.
Maybe. Have you seen the one remake of that duel?
No.
A fan remade it. And
Okay.
it's like Obi-Wan's like flying through the air.
What the heck? What?
I'll show
He's
it
an
to you after
old-ass
the.
man.
I'll show it to you after recording.
Uh-huh.
But because people always have problems with it because it's so stiff. But
Obi-Wan's old.
and Vader is a robot.
Yeah. It's not exactly fluid.
Yeah, none of them are really doing very well.
And they didn't really know what they were doing when they were making the movie.
That too.
Things change a little bit.
You try editing a piece of light over a thing that's going like this.
Yeah.
In fucking 1970.
No, it'd be tough.
It would be tough.
That's 50 years ago.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. Those movies are like... Did the first one come out in, 77?
I don't know what exact year it came out.
Yeah, May 25th, 1977. So we're coming up on the
50th
anniversary of Star Wars. They gotta re-release it in theaters then.
Oh, I would hope so.
They gotta.
And don't remaster it or anything.
Well, they might. I mean, George Lucas is no longer at the helm. So,
true.
And he's the one who always likes...
I mean, you can remaster it to make it like HD and Ultra 4K, but don't futz with anything else.
Yeah, but that's more just with like, due to it being shot on film.
Yeah.
It's not like locked into a certain resolution. Like, have you ever tried to watch like a TV show from the early 2000s?
Yeah.
It looks like shit all the time.
All the time.
Except for Lost. Because they shot Lost on film.
Yep.
Yeah, I was rewatching some old episodes of Wipeout the other day. One of the Miller family's favorite TV shows.
Okay.
It was that, The Amazing Race, and American Idol were like our three big ones that we would watch. And it's a little hard to watch Wipeout, not because like it's aged poorly, it's people being bad at an obstacle course.
Yeah.
But just because it looks like shit.
It's just not great. I think they're remaking. It's like called Total Wipeout now.
Well, I believe that Total Wipeout was the name of the show when it was in another country. And they brought it to the Americas and just named it Wipeout. And now they're bringing it back to Total Wipeout.
Wow.
Because everything in television is just a spin-off of a different thing.
What a stupid storyline for that, huh?
Yeah! We're getting the deep Wipeout lore.
You want to know what day it is today?
I'd love to know what day it is today.
May the 30th.
It's almost June.
I know. Rent's due.
Uh-oh. What day is it today?
So, we have a World Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's World Multiple Sclerosis Day.
Again, not awareness.
Nope.
Not
just, hey.
Prevention.
Good job, multiple sclerosis.
What is multiple sclerosis?
It's where your spine's not exactly the way it should be.
Okay.
Your spine's supposed to be like this.
That's scoliosis.
Oh, I don't know what sclerosis is then.
Well.
Dang it.
Multiple sclerosis.
Scoliosis.
Is
Whoops.
a potentially disabling disease of the brain.
Hey, the spine and the brain are pretty close. They need each other.
It's not when your spine's all
wavy, but just
curved.
A little more fucked up neurologically.
In multiple sclerosis, the immune system attacks the protective sheath that covers nerve fibers and causes communication problems between your brain and the rest of your body.
Yikes.
Signs and symptoms vary wildly and depend on the amount of nerve damage and which nerves are affected. Some people with multiple sclerosis may lose the ability to walk independently or at all, while others may experience long periods of remission without any new symptoms. There is no cure, however, treatment can help speed recovery from attacks, modify the course of the disease, and manage symptoms.
Well, thank God for World Multiple Sclerosis Day, or else I would have always thought it is scoliosis.
Like, curved spine.
So I guess it did its job.
Uh-huh.
We also have National Creativity Day.
Wow.
And here we are creating.
I like to think every day's National Creativity Day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you create yesterday?
What did I create yesterday? I created a very funny video.
Well, there we go.
I filmed. I didn't edit it at all.
Oh.
But I filmed a video yesterday, so I created.
There you go.
And I watched Succession, and that's creative.
Yes.
They're always thinking of new ways to fuck each other over in that show. It's great. It's so good. I literally I hadn't watched any of it the last time we filmed the podcast, and now I've watched the first 2 seasons.
Wow. You're booking it.
The episodes are like an hour long.
Wow.
So I've watched like in the last week, like a full day of that week has been me watching Succession.
Damn.
It's been great. It's my new favorite show.
All right.
And I'm so,
more than Ted Lasso.
Well, it's just so different from Ted Lasso, and like Ted Lasso holds a very special place in my heart.
Yeah.
But like Succession, it's so funny, like, but it's not a comedy because it's about all these rich people who are like trying to screw each other over, and like so the stakes are always at 1,000.
Right.
And so part of you is like, you can't keep dramatic tension for that long.
Right.
Without it just being like, holy shit, this is ridiculous. Like,
right.
These are billionaires arguing over who's going to be slightly richer than other billionaires. It's so disconnected from reality. It's great. And Nicholas Braun is hilarious in it. And just like seeing him in any scene is just a little funny. He's so tall. He's so tall.
How tall is he?
He's 6'7".
Taller than me.
Yeah.
That's like freak tall.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
6'7"?
He's just so tall. So like, and he's not a menacing presence at all.
Right.
But he's just a very tall man. So to see just this like tall kind of lanky dude just like looming over everybody, especially because Kieran Culkin is like 5'6".
Yeah.
So to see that play out, you're like, oh, this is great. This is great. And Kieran Culkin is just like cussing at Nicholas Braun and like making him feel like shit. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like a little kid yelling at their older brother. It's great. Sorry to get off track, but
no.
Succession is a great show.
All right.
I really like it.
I'll have to watch it. We also have, this isn't World or National. It's just.
It just is.
Loomis Day.
Loomis Day?
Yeah.
What is Loomis?
No, I don't know, and I don't want to get it confused with lupus.
Get canceled. Loomis? The Armored Car Service Company?
LOOMIS.
Yeah. That's what I'm picking up here. Loomis, derived from Lomax. All right. The term, okay, Urban Dictionary says it's when you're doing something creepy or dodgy like no other. I don't know that I buy that definition. Yeah, it's got more thumbs down than thumbs up. But so do all the definitions. What the hell is that?
A plane. So each year on May 30th, Loomis Day recognizes the man who received the patent for wireless telegraphy in 1872.
Oh.
So it's the guy that patented telegraphing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Milan Loomis.
Okay. Nice. Nice, Melon. Good job. Good job, Loomis.
Also, our food.
Uh-huh.
National Mint Julep Day.
Mint Julep Day? Okay. I've never had a julep.
No?
No.
You might like it.
If I have, I was blissfully unaware.
National Hole in My Bucket Day. And that one goes really well with National Water a Flower Day.
Okay. Why is there National Hole in My Bucket Day?
Let's see.
Better be a euphemism.
It's just named after the fun children's song. There's a hole in my bucket.
I can't say I'm familiar.
Yeah. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Dino, dear Dino. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Dino, my friend. You don't know that one?
No.
Oh.
Never heard of that one.
You didn't watch enough of the Dean Martin show then.
I don't know that I've seen any of the Dean Martin show.
Oh, well, it's a great variety show, and he had a guest come on one time and sing the Hole in My Bucket song for a solid, 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then, the song is like, well, what are you going to do about the hole in my bucket? He's like, well, I'm going to grab a stick and I'll fill up the hole. And so where are you going to get a stick? From a tree. How are you going to grow a tree? With water. How are you going to get the water? From a well. What are you going to grab it with? A bucket. Oh, well, where's your bucket? Oh, there's a hole in my bucket.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just the cycle of, oh, well, this is the problem, and it's just going to keep coming back to the bucket.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now I'm here.
Okay. Welcome to Big Cat Comedy.
Oh, it's all a mess now. I think that I'll be able to salvage my audio from combining your audio and the camera's audio.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just now it's
I'll
a
sound
lot higher
ugly.
quality.
Yeah, I'll sound like I'm in the other room. And if not, then it'll be an abbreviated episode of the podcast.
I also I need to catch up on some secret words of the week.
Yeah.
I've been slacking.
Okay.
I don't think I said it on our guest episode.
Yeah.
So the episode for that week was
Episode 9.
slow.
Slow. Okay.
And then
Last week was episode 10.
yep. And that one was
Fast.
Steven.
Slow Steven.
And then this week
Uh-huh.
I'll just
Are you gonna say it now, or are we gonna naturally integrate it into the conversation?
I'll give him a little fun riddle.
Okay.
The secret word of this week
Uh-huh.
is the first word of the sentence.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's what it is.
Gotcha. I figured it out.
There we go.
It's Steven.
So now I'm caught up.
Uh-huh. Are there any other days for today, or is it just
No, ends with hole in my bucket day and water a flower day.
okay? Gotcha. Isn't Monday also like Memorial Day?
No.
No?
National Day Calendar.
pretty sure-
does not recognize Monday as
Pretty sure it
Memorial
is.
Day.
I don't wanna say, yeah, Monday is Memorial Day.
Not according to National Day Calendar.
All right. Well, is that a federal holiday? Do I get paid more on that day?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Why did they stop making federal holidays? I feel like they don't
They don't
be
do it like
coming
they
out
used
like
to.
they used to. Like we got Juneteenth
Yeah.
recently, which was, the government's way of not doing anything to actually address systemic inequality.
Yeah, that was their solution to racism.
Yeah, was like, I mean, I get paid extra on that day too. I don't need it. I'll be honest. It shouldn't be about giving me a little extra cash.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, I feel like there hasn't been a federal holiday in a minute. People got to start. I mean, we're doing our part to educate the people on what
the day
what
is.
the days are, but why isn't like Pretzel Day a federal holiday? Why
Because
is
there's so many food days. If you do Pretzel Day, then somebody's gonna want like National Croissant Day.
Well, that's French, and we're not in France. This is America. We got freedom fries, huh? Watch this drive.
What else is coming this week?
I don't know. That's the other thing, is we only ever know the Mondays.
Yeah. Tuesday is National Utah Day,
Okay.
and I think last Tuesday was National Wyoming Day.
Does every state have a national day?
Oh, Wednesday is National Go Barefoot Day.
Nice.
And-
Let them puppies breathe day.
And National Heimlich Maneuver Day.
Someone's sucking on a toe and got something a little too far in their throat. You gotta help them out.
Thursday is National Leave the Office Early Day.
All right.
So go ahead, leave the office.
I was
a
gonna
little
say,
early.
do I have work at all on Thursday? I don't know.
June 3rd, Friday,
Uh-huh.
we have 2 National Egg Days.
2 National Egg Days?
Mhm.
And they are.
Just National Egg Day is twice on there.
Oh. Okay, it's just listed.
Oh, but it's also National Repeat Day. Maybe that's
Oh,
why.
that's a funny joke. If they did that for that reason, that's great. It's a good bit.
And then Saturday, National Cheese Day.
Pretty broad.
It is.
Surprisingly.
Very broad. I feel like we've had like a National Parmesan or some specific cheese day.
I can tell you a bunch of cheeses it wasn't, because I'd remember. It wasn't Munster.
Pepper Jack.
Was not pepper jack. Was not cheddar.
Maybe it was Swiss.
Could be.
I don't know. What else you got for me? Or you want me to do animals?
There's something. Another holiday neglected to mention. Wednesday is the first day of Pride Month.
Yes.
Shout out to the gays.
The gays.
The LGBTQIA community.
Hallelujah. Amen.
The LGBTs.
Yes.
So, cheers to you all.
Rainbow coaster.
Yeah. Pretty for Spectrum Records. How appropriate for our last episode before Pride Month.
Yeah.
Getting it nice and wet and ready to go. What do I have to talk to you about? Oh, all right. SNL turnovers. Just that's all that I have. A few notable.
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few. I'm a little surprised there's not more people leaving this season.
Okay.
But
who else do you think?
Well, established leaving is Kate McKinnon.
Yeah. Huge.
Big. I mean, she's been on the show for a long time. She, especially like 2015, 2016, 2017, she was the show.
Yeah, she was carrying it.
Yeah.
Big time.
More recently, she's, just hasn't frankly been there.
Right.
She's off filming freaking
Verizon.
Filming for Verizon, but also filming Tiger King show where she's going to be Carol Baskin.
Yes.
Sorry to break your bubble, Peacock. The bus has left on that one. People don't really give a shit about Tiger King anymore. No. That was at the beginning of the pandemic.
God, and we watched all of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty breezy television.
But we were so tired. I think all of us fell asleep at one point.
Yeah, I mean,
so we all missed one episode.
Well, it's not exactly like a documentary. Like it is a documentary, but also it's much more interested in like, here's a narrative that we can tell that's easy to follow than here's the straight up facts.
Yeah.
So she's gone. A.D. Bryant is gone,
Sad.
which I think is like equally big.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of the show you've been watching recently, but she, like, her and Bowen have this pair of characters that they do called the Trend Forecasters. So funny. It's one of my like favorite Weekend Update characters, probably since like Stefan.
Yeah. I do love her little camper. I forget her name.
Where she's like a little kid who's like traveling the world. And you know what, Michael?
That one is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
In the modern SNL era.
I think that her leaving the show is like a huge loss.
I think so too. She just filled, like, I don't even know like what her role necessarily was.
She like I felt like she could be equal parts like the straight woman mom role and also so goofy, so silly and like playful and fun.
Yeah, maybe that super playfulness, like she filled that perfectly.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's gonna fill that.
I don't know either. Certainly no one who's on the cast right now.
Right. She did it so incredibly well.
Yeah.
But she has all of her shows coming out now. Shrill on Hulu, and I think she's working on something else right now.
I'm sure she is. I don't think that she'd be leaving the show if she was like, who knows what's next. That would be really funny though. That'd be a great bit. I'm leaving. I mean, that's kind of what Pete Davidson is doing, but more just because he lives moment to moment than anything else.
And Pete Davidson's now officially going to be on Keeping Up with or just the Kardashians.
Well, I mean, freaking Kim Kardashian endorsed someone for the mayor of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know how she's like going to law school and like trying to limit the prison population. She just endorsed a Republican who wants to increase the prison population. He's anti-abortion.
Way to go, Kim.
Yeah, so like stands against her stated values pretty clearly.
Yeah.
But also like she doesn't give a shit. She just wants tax breaks.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. She just wants to be making more money.
Yep.
And that's, I don't expect anything from celebrities. So like I don't expect like anyone to speak out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna speak out and you say some dumb shit, then I'm gonna go, okay, well,
you're wrong. You
should just kept your trap shut.
Yeah.
Do you think Pete Davidson is gonna go on to do anything? Like, I don't know what his next steps are.
He'll be
other than just being an icon.
I think he'll be a Judd Apatow staple on.
Okay. I mean, he's been in a few movies now.
Yeah, and now Judd Apatow loves Pete.
Uh-huh.
So I think Pete's going to be in just every Judd Apatow movie now.
No one gives a shit about Judd Apatow anymore. It's all about Maude now.
That's true. And Maude might not give a shit about Pete.
That's, wouldn't surprise me.
But I think Pete can just fuck around with Kardashians now.
Yeah, I mean, like, he can't just kind of do whatever he wants. And
I think that's kind of what he wants.
Yeah. Like, I can't imagine him, like, pulling a Tim Robinson and having his own sketch show. I don't think that's where he's going to go.
He might release a special, like, every 5 years.
Yeah, he'll probably do that. But I truly don't know. He's a mystery. And you know what? I think he likes to keep it that way. He's got I guess he has to open up that comedy club that's on a Staten Island ferry with Colin Jost.
Yes.
They are going to do that.
When do you think Colin Jost and Michael Che are going to leave?
I think it's going to be soon.
Do you think those two are some of the ones that also you think we're going to leave?
No, I didn't think that they were going to leave this season. Mostly because I don't think that, like, obviously Lorne wants to keep certain people on, and like he gets that like everyone has a time to go. And so like I don't think he would want to lose Kate and 80 and having lost Beck and now Kyle. I don't think that he would want to also lose the head writers, because then that makes the next season of SNL look dramatically different.
Yeah.
And like I'm not necessarily saying that Colin and Michael are my favorite head writers that have been on SNL. They're not. I think they're good, but I think more than anything, that's a point of stability, because like over the next few seasons, there's gonna be a fair bit of cast turnover.
Right.
So I think that to have that there, get the cast resituated, and then there'll be some new head writers.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be the case. And the last person who left that I didn't get to say till now was Kyle Mooney, and I'm very sad about that.
I know you are.
I know that a lot of people in this household do not like Kyle Mooney. There's a lot of Kyle Mooney slander I've had to put up with. But he was my favorite cast member for like the past 4 seasons.
Uh-huh.
So to see him gone, I'm a little sad. I'm glad he has his own sketch show on Netflix. And I hope that him and Beck,
unite.
Yeah, reunite. Make some of that more good neighbor content. Come back to YouTube. I would love it if Kyle Mooney was a YouTuber again.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. In terms of people who I thought were going to leave.
Yes.
Mikey Days stands tall at the top of that list.
Yeah.
I don't, obviously, like, I don't know what he does as a writer for the show. But I think his time has come and gone.
Mikey Day just fits into the same category as, I feel, there's just like that most average looking white dude.
Mm-hmm. I think that like SNL has been struggling because they had Jason Sudeikis and Will Forte as their 2 average white dudes.
Uh-huh.
and both of like Sudeikis is so good. Like he just like has such an affability to him.
Yeah,
he's fantastic.
And I think Sudeikis just has a knack with the crowd, not necessarily crowd work, but just feeding off of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
He's maybe the best to do it.
Yeah.
He feeds so well.
Yeah. So to have him and then also Will Forte, who is so funny.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. Have you ever seen those
He's
Vinny
got his little zips
DiVecchi?
and rips.
My favorite is in the Vinny DiVecchi sketches where he doesn't have a single line and he's just in the background eating spaghetti.
Uh-huh.
It's so good. So to lose those two and then go to like, it was Taron Killam for a little bit, and then it was, who else was it? I mean, it's been Mikey Day for a minute now. Alex Moffat's kind of in there.
And I get Mikey Day and Alex Moffat confused so much.
I think that Alex has a couple of like fun characters that he does. Like I enjoy his guy who just bought a boat, just because there's like it's a lot of fun wordplay in there. Obviously, like I don't think that would be a fun person to actually hang out with, but like as like a character, it's fun to like see the little witticisms he comes up with. I could not name a single character Mikey has done on Weekend Update.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. And obviously, like, we're not in the room. We don't know what's actually happening. So I'm kind of surprised one of them hasn't decided to leave. Keenan's never gonna go.
No, he's gonna die in that studio. That's how he's gonna go.
Okay. I think that Chris Redd will stick around for a few more seasons.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Just because, like, obviously he does a lot of stuff with Keenan, and he did a lot of stuff with Pete, but Pete's now gone, so, you know, he'll have to
find his own way.
Yeah. But I think he'll be fine. I think he's very funny, and especially because Eric Adams is the mayor and will continue to be the mayor for a little bit.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think that he'll stick around. I'm surprised Cecily didn't leave this season. I'm really shocked she didn't leave last season.
Yeah.
After her Judge Janine thing where she's in like the fucking pool of boxed wine and throwing it back on Colin. It would have been a great send off. She still took I adore her.
Yeah.
Like I straight up am
Hard
in
not
love
to.
with that woman. But I'm a little surprised that she's still on the show. I don't think she's a bad addition. I just think, you know, with all the other cast that has left.
Yeah, she's definitely a part of that.
Yeah, like this most recent era of SNL will be defined by Trump and them choosing to hire out for both him and Biden. And it'll be defined by, I think, Cecily, Aidy, and Kate.
Yeah.
And so to lose Aidy and Kate, it kind of felt like Cecily was also going to go.
Right.
But I don't know what she has planned. Maybe she's going to do another one-woman show. Maybe Schmigadoon's going to get renewed for a second season. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if it's good or not. It's like the one theater thing that I haven't seen. I loved Gallivant when it was on TV, and I've heard this is of a similar cloth, but I haven't seen it yet. Who else is all on the cast of SNL? Obviously, like, none of the new people are gonna leave. Like, Chloe Fineman's gonna stick around. She's gonna be a star.
Lucky Johnson.
Yeah, she's great. Bowen's gonna be, you know.
Bowen's the new ringleader.
Yeah.
He's kind of the face of the new people, I think.
The new guard. It's crazy that he was a writer on the show for so long.
Right. And it took so long for him to become a cast member.
Yeah. James Austin Johnson will stick around because he can do good impressions. Ego Nwodim. Oh, Sarah Sherman's gonna be here for a minute, and I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else who I like super think is gonna leave. But Colin and Michael, they'll be out in like 3 years. They'll felt like it's their time. Maybe when Jimmy Fallon leaves the Tonight Show, NBC will go, "Hey Colin, do you want this?" And he'll go, "Yeah, sure."
That'll be different, huh?
Having a comedian host the Tonight Show.
Yeah. Having an actual funny person.
I think it's the move. I really hope that when Jimmy leaves, Seth Meyers doesn't get bumped up, because I really like him and like what he has done with late night, and I don't want it to change.
Yeah,
I think that he's in his element. He's a little later, so he can get away with some stupider bits.
Yeah,
which are also very funny. But yeah, I don't want Seth to go anywhere. And I feel like Jimmy's gonna, with Corden leaving, come on, Fallon, take your time off.
Fallon just loves doing what he does, though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got kids.
He does have kids,
and they're growing up, and so doing a talk show every single night of the week,
not great.
I mean, definitely changes where your priorities are at.
Yeah.
So, as opposed to SNL, which is just a breezy schedule. You're just doing one show a week and that's it. That's literally all of the time that you have to spend there. It's just one day a week and you're good. That's all I had to say about SNL. I think about the show a lot, and I do like it as an institution.
Yes.
I in no way want SNL to go anywhere.
Right.
I know that there are people who dislike the show, and I understand it. It's bad a lot of the time.
Yeah, where it draws its comedy from is just
a lot of the time. Yeah, there's that. I think a lot of the time sketches go on for just a little too long. Like there's a lot of
sometimes not even a little. Sometimes it just goes on for too long. Period.
A lot of the time, it's like if this was a 3-minute sketch instead of a 5-minute sketch, it'd be great. It'd be perfect.
Sometimes you just need to tell a joke once.
Yeah, and then you're good. And then you just, you could fit more dumb sketches in, huh? If you just make them a little shorter. But I like that it's like a place that is built off of finding up-and-coming talent.
Yeah.
And giving those people a chance to show that up-and-coming talent. And giving them a chance where if they're successful enough, they can be in Old Navy commercials. That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
But that's the American dream now, isn't it?
Amen.
Is there anything else that you have to say about SNL?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
You want to hear about some animals?
Sure.
Scientists found these salamanders that skydive from redwood trees.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a specific species of salamander. They're called wandering salamanders. I'm not even going to try and say their Latin name.
It's Martin Short, actually.
So these salamanders live in the canopies of redwoods, the world's tallest trees.
Already love it.
Which, is like, usually you think salamanders,
they be
marsh.
In the mud.
Yeah.
They be in the dirt.
But not these ones. And they'll jump off, and they use their legs and their tails to control how they fall.
I was going to ask, I'm assuming they don't have a parachute.
No, they're not like gliding sugar gliders. They don't have like the flaps. But they do skydive and control their way down.
Okay.
And they don't just die upon impact.
That's good. I'm glad.
And they spend most of their lives in the trees.
Okay.
And then they just jump down for like food and escape from predators, that sort of thing.
Wow.
But scientists, first off, they're shocked. How the fuck is it doing this? It shouldn't be able to control how it's like the way it's shaped. It should just plummet.
Yeah.
And so what scientists did, they got a bunch of different species of salamanders, and put them in a wind tunnel. So like where you go to do the fake skydiving or practice, they took a bunch of salamander species, put them in a wind tunnel, see how they would do.
Most of them not good, I'm assuming.
Very well.
I'm shocked.
The wandering salamanders had the most control, and they were in a wind tunnel, so like it wasn't pretty. But they could kind of control. The other salamanders kind of just flopped. And they compared how the wandering salamander does it. They compared it to like parachuting or gliding down.
Okay.
Which is just kind of fun. But the fact that they threw other salamanders in there, hey, go. Let's see how you do. And they're like, we're not fucking made for
Why
this.
the hell do you think I would be good at this?
I'm afraid of heights. I don't want to go skydiving.
Please. Please, no.
Put me back in the mud.
God.
So the way they
so
they
good.
pump their tails
Uh-huh.
and they like move their little arms.
Uh-huh.
Salamander arms are like that big.
See, they're not very long.
But they're and they pretty much glide all the way down from the redwoods.
Fuck yeah.
But the other salamanders did not do very well.
And you said that these wandering salamanders, they live up in the canopy
In
of
the
the
redwoods,
redwoods.
yeah.
Did it say why they come down? Do they like come down to hunt?
For food and to escape from
Water.
predators.
Oh, okay. And gotcha. I guess there are more birds up in the trees.
Yeah. Some birds love a little slimy treat.
Not me.
There was one other salamander that could kind of
Yeah.
skydive.
Who?
And it was the arboreal salamander.
Where do they normally live?
In the ground.
Okay. Gotcha.
In and on the ground.
But
But
kind of figured it out.
They're like, maybe they were the last ones in. Like, oh, okay, this.
I've been watching what those other guys are doing.
And they
picking up
watched
what
the
they
wandering salamander too, and they're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay, I just need to pump my tail on my
Yeah.
little leggies. So they could kind of do it, not as well as the wandering salamander,
Well, I mean, come on, come with the king.
But yeah, scientists are now throwing amphibians into wind tunnels.
God, sometimes I think like, well, we've already we cracked the big stuff, like figured out how to do a flu shot.
Yeah.
We've eradicated a lot of diseases. We figured out how to make so much food
Yeah.
that doesn't get eaten or given to the people who need it. We can go to other planets.
Yeah.
We can shoot beams into the sky that can beam stupid images back to us. You ever think we're going to run out of stuff to do with science? And then I hear about this. Scientists are like, well, we got to figure out which salamanders can skydive. And I'm like, oh, you're right.
Pseudo-fly.
You're absolutely, we need to know. This is pressing information. These are where my taxpayer dollars are going. And I'm pleased. I'm pleased as punch about this.
Absolutely.
Schools, gotta
But
fund
what are they going to
schools.
teach in schools?
This, which salamanders can go in the wind tunnel figured out.
Those old textbooks are just, they're
They
going to get
don't-
out of date soon.
Yeah. Soon, why don't we put everything in a wind tunnel and just see what figures it out? I'm sure there's
What falls
videos.
best?
Yeah, I'm sure there's videos of sugar gliders in wind tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
But what about just like a regular squirrel?
See how that one does.
It's got a big bushy tail. That's a lot of surface area.
What's the difference between red and gray squirrel in a wind tunnel?
Yeah.
Besides just the color.
That, I was going to say, that's the most obvious thing. But
can they fly? Or at least fall with style?
yeah.
As Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. What if you put a manta ray in a wind tunnel?
Do you think it'd do well? Lots of surface
That's the
area.
thing. I don't think it'd fall very fast. I think it'd be like dropping a piece of paper until it gets a little crumpled up.
I think it's resting there. And as
Uh-huh.
soon as you turn the air on,
You don't think it's gonna fall at all. You think it's just gonna
No.
go all the way to the top, and then it's
And
a
then-
crumpled piece of paper, and
it's
that
good-
doesn't.
then you got a
have this-
misted manta ray.
Oh That's my favorite episode of the Hardy Boys, The Secret of the Misted Manta Ray. You want to talk about Harry's House?
Yeah, what did you think?
I've really been enjoying the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to it twice yesterday on my way to and from work.
Uh-huh. You got any favorite tunes?
Love the opening.
Yeah. I'm for some reason not as hot on it as everyone else. I still like it, but I'm like everyone else seems to be like almost feral about it.
I love the groove and bass line.
Uh-huh.
The horns.
Uh-huh.
I'm a sucker for a horn section. And then I really like Keep Driving.
Keep Driving is great. When I go to California, I will listen to it when I'm in a car.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
And it just a nice like head waving melody. I think the whole album, I've told you this, is just like such like little boy in love, very giddy.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe the album, is giddy.
I have to agree. I really like Late Night Talking. I think that's good. I'm more of a fan of As It Was than most people I know. But I also I love The Strokes.
Okay.
Like when I was in a band in my rocker
cool
days.
guy.
Yeah.
In a band.
Very cool. My big regret from those times is we needed a bass player and they were like, "We'll give you bass lessons for free and you could be the bass player." And I was like, "No.
Bass isn't cool.
I know. What a fool I was.
You were a fool.
I didn't know anything
Bass
about
is
the world."
Maybe one of the coolest instruments.
Yeah, I was like 15 though, so I don't hold it against myself too much.
Okay.
But I would have loved if I could play the guitar and the bass. That's great. But yeah, one of the songs that I sang in that band was Reptilia by The Strokes.
Okay.
So I love that. I love Cinema because any song where motherfuckers just be yelling, that's
Cinema's actually my least favorite on the album.
What?
Yeah.
But he's just in the back just going, Cinema! That's good music.
I guess so. I'm not a fan personally.
All right. I think that Satellite is my least favorite song.
Okay.
So much so that I couldn't tell you how it goes at all. Because it starts up and I go, all right, next one. We'll just keep plowing through. But I also really enjoyed it. I don't think it's going to be my album of the year. Because we got Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yeah.
Did you listen to any of that?
I finished it.
And?
I like it. I think I told you this too, but best line is, and I'm paraphrasing, it ain't love if you're not eating my ass or something. God,
it's so true.
It is true. Just such a good line.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also my favorite song on the album, Purple Hearts.
Yeah.
It's a long one.
I mean, a lot of them
are pretty,
Yeah, it's definitely like there was Damn, which was Kendrick going, all right, I'm going to make an album with a lot of mainstream appeal. Mm-hmm. And then this is the opposite, the coming back from that, which is going, all right, I'm going to make an album that's an album.
Yeah.
And that's got a lot of long songs, a lot of not super pop stuff. Like it's not going to chart incredibly well.
No.
But that's not what I'm here to make art. Damn it. It's Creativity Day.
Yeah, exactly.
I really love the one with Baby Keem, Savior.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good. It's got two of my favorite lines on the album with Hello Crackers. You need to wave. And then it's got I hate these capitalists posing as compassionate. Mm-hmm. Love that.
That is a good.
That's a great one. We Cry Together with Taylor Page. So good. She kills it.
Definitely. All the featured artists on the album, I'm like, way to go.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think it's really fun with Baby Keem, especially because on Baby Keem's album, Baby Keem pulled Kendrick a little more in his direction, and it's a little sillier, a little goofier. Yeah. And then on Kendrick's album, Kendrick pulled Baby Keem a little more towards his stuff. I think it's really fun to see them both, obviously still be themselves.
Yeah.
But just in a little different flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's gonna win the Grammy for Album of the Year. It probably won't. They never give it to Kendrick.
No.
And it always pisses me off.
Especially this one, they probably won't.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it'll win hip hop album because like Jack Harlow's not gonna win hip hop album. That shit was freaking the definition of mid. You want to talk about mid? Look at Jack Harlow's new album.
I don't think I've ever intentionally listened to a Jack Harlow song.
Okay. I'm sure you've heard his feature on Lil Nas X's album.
Yes.
And what'd you think of that?
Fine.
Okay.
I like Lil Nas X.
Me too.
So that one's very much the opposite of Kendrick's, where the featured artist, I'm like, yeah. On Lil Nas X, I'm like, bring me back to Lil Nas X. That's what I want. That's why I'm here.
Uh-huh. Not even Doja Cat?
I mean, Doja Cat is... I'll listen to Doja Cat.
Okay. Good.
But, yeah. When I'm on Lil Nas X, that's who I want to listen to.
Yeah, one track behind.
Most of the time.
Let me look at this chicken document.
Do we have enough submissions?
There are 3 responses.
Okay, so no.
So-
Don't even tell me about it.
All right. I won't.
We're gonna have to do an episode out on the streets and tell people rank these chickens.
Okay. Bring it outside while COVID cases are surging.
Exactly.
Oh, I found some now about COVID the other day.
Yeah, what'd you find out?
It's a disease. No. But what I did find out is that 63% of long COVID patients are female. It
Interesting.
nearly affects women 2 to 1 compared to men.
Interesting.
Long COVID. So I didn't know COVID was sexist,
Yeah.
but it is. Yeah. So broken down.
We do live in a society.
Yeah. As Jared Leto, as the Joker said, we live in a society. 63.2% of all long COVID patients were female. Broken down, the risk after milder infection was 2.73% in children. Fairly low, but, not good. 4.76% in adult males.
Okay.
Nearly double that of children.
Mm-hmm.
And then 9.88% in adult females. So it's affecting women a lot more than it's affecting men. And the peak age of long COVID cases were those between 20 and 29. So pretty happy about that. But yeah, I was shocked when I learned that COVID is sexist as well.
Can't say I'm surprised, though.
I mean, I can. It's a disease. I would assume that diseases are mostly equal opportunity infectors.
But it was made by the government, and government's also sexist.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I wonder if this has any more data. The average level... No. The median duration of long COVID was estimated to 4 months. Damn. With those who had a milder acute infection recovered faster, and those with more severe infections, it's lasting like 9 months. After a year, between 10 and 20% had not recovered. Damn.
Gee whiz.
Glad cases are spiking again.
Yeah. It's never going away.
Yeah. I mean, they're 5 times what they were last Memorial Day. It's crazy.
There's so many things right now.
And we got monkeypox coming along. The chart for that is fun because it looks like the chart for early COVID cases where it's like, oh, it's a little bit. Oh, we're starting to see a jump. Not in the United States right now, but other places there's a jump.
Where is it surging right now?
In the UK, I believe.
I think I knew that.
Monkeypox information. Also, who named it monkeypox? That's kind of a silly name. I can't take a disease seriously if it's called monkeypox. Monkeypox surges. Oh, linked to the end of COVID restrictions. Oh, that's pretty good. That's great. Rare monkeypox outbreak in Europe, the UK, and the US. The breakout is rare and unusual.
Oh, yeah. Where have we heard that before?
Exactly where and how people acquired their infections remains under urgent investigation. Most, people are saying that it's not coming from Africa, because typically people catch monkeypox from animals in West or Central Africa. But in England, the vast majority of the 50-plus cases don't involve recent travel to Africa, suggesting that the patients involved in those cases caught the virus in England. So diseases are turning a little more domestic.
Fun.
So, yeah, got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. Mandatory 21-day quarantine for monkeypox patients in Belgium. Yeah, government's not paying for that. At least not in America, they're not. I don't want to look at more
Bad
information.
stuff.
Well, not it, but just like I don't want to spend the rest of the podcast just like scrolling through
monkeypox.
through news articles.
Yeah.
It's not particularly interesting.
Right.
Any dead air, bad. It'd be really funny. I thought about this one time to like literally for one episode of the podcast just cut every moment of dead air out. So like even like the pauses that come naturally when we're talking, just cut all those out. So it's just tuck 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 tuck, and it just never ends. I think that'd be funny for one of them, but also it would be
a lot
like
of work.
so much more,
and just a lot of snip.
Yep.
Snip. Oh wait, make sure I didn't cut off. Okay, snip.
Let me go back a couple frames. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
That'd be tedious.
So I won't do it.
Eventually.
When we get an editor, I'll make them do it. But not now. What time are we at?
We got to be close because we started at 1:05 and it's 2:06.
Damn. What the hell? Was there any parting things you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so.
All right. Then I think we're done.
Happy Loomis Day.